Hey guys, it's Mrs. Waters. Wanted to quickly review the assignment from Monday, March 30th. You were supposed to read the passage about earthquakes and then tell me the text structure and write a constructed response about it. I had two major answers. One was correct and one was wrong. So a lot of you said that this passage was description and that would be incorrect. It was not describing everything about an earthquake. It did not tell you where they occur, why they happen, what damage occurs, when they can happen, how long do they last. This one had an overall text structure, and two of the paragraphs gave you that text structure. I want you to look at these key words here. So look at the title of this first paragraph. How does an earthquake form? Let's see down here. Each puzzle piece is called a plate. Whenever these plates rub against one another, they cause the ground to move. Down here in this paragraph titled Damage, earthquakes can cause terrible damage and destruction. Strong buildings can collapse and crumble to the ground. Tsunamis can destroy everything in their path. The effects of a strong earthquake can be felt for miles around. Use those key words to help you come up with the text structure. So if you put text structure description, I have returned the assignment to you so you could go back in and change it. It's not for a grade, just for a daily classwork. For today's assignment, you're going to have a passage called Bald Eagles. So it's broken into subheadings. We have America's Bird Soars, Trouble Ahead, Population Boom, and National Symbol. You have to answer some multiple choice questions below. And since this isn't a Google form, when you answer, I just want you to highlight your answer or underline to show me which one you want to pick. So when you're looking at the text structure, notice that it says overall. That means not every single paragraph has to follow it, but overall, what text structure did the author use? So I want you to look for those key and clue words as you go through this reading. It says, the bald eagle is flying high. This majestic bird clawed its way back from the edge of extinction or dying out. In the middle of the 20th century, the number of bald eagles in the United States was declining rapidly. Thus, the species was put on the nation's list of endangered species. In 2007, however, the bald eagle was taken off the endangered species list. Trouble ahead. In the early 1700s, bald eagles were a common sight. There were about 500,000 of those birds living in what is now the United States. Over time, their population fell dramatically. In the early 1960s, a very low amount of bald eagles remained. What caused the number to drop? Hunting and the use of harmful chemicals sprayed on crops were largely to blame. These chemicals poisoned the birds and their eggs. Pollution also contributed to the problem. Bald eagles often became sick after eating fish from polluted waters. In addition, the bald eagle's habitat was being destroyed as people cut down trees to build roads and homes. A habitat is a place in nature where an animal makes its home. Population boom. Thanks to laws that help protect bald eagles and banned harmful chemicals, the birds made a comeback in 2007. The population of bald eagles living in the United States reached about 20,000, and they were taken off the endangered species list. Conservation or protection efforts have helped their survival. There is no doubt that it is the single best conservation story the United States has had, bald eagle expert Brian Watts told Weekly Reader. A national symbol. In 1782, the bald eagle was made the national bird of the United States. The nation's founders chose the bird because it symbolized freedom, strength, and courage. At the time, some people disagreed about the choice for the national bird. Benjamin Franklin, for example, thought the bird would make a better choice because it was a much more respectable bird. So if you look at question 1 and ask, what is the overall text structure? Going through these text structures, remember your clue or keywords. Description means it tells you everything you want to know about a bald eagle. It tells you where they live, what they eat, what their problem was with becoming extinct. Could tell you how many eggs they lay at one time, how long does it take for that egg to hatch, do they live in groups, do they live by themselves. Cause and effect would tell you a cause, what happened first, and the effects of what came after that. Problem and solution would tell you a problem, and it would tell you a way that the problem was solved. And then chronological order would put something in order by sequence, either by dates or steps, first, next, last. Remember that an author's claim is what the author is trying to prove to be correct. The author's claim that the population of bald eagles, the author claims that the population of bald eagles fell dramatically. Which evidence supports that claim? So you're going to pick the evidence down here that supports the fact that the population, the number of bald eagles fell dramatically. Number 3, why did harsh chemicals cause the number of bald eagles to drop? So you're going to go back into your passage and find the direct evidence to prove what did the harsh chemicals do to bald eagles. And then last for number 4 is a constructed response. It says, what can you infer about why the population of bald eagles made a comeback? Use details from the text to support your answer. Remember that when you make an inference, you use your own knowledge and knowledge from the passage. So I want to know, why did the population of bald eagles make a comeback? Why did their numbers rise again? You're going to need 2 pieces of evidence and an explanation. When you're done, you can click Turn In. This is not for a grade, just a daily work, so I will check it, make comments, and return it to you if anything needs to be fixed.